See here, yes, I was wrong. Looking at our past can be so helpful, more than I could ever imagine. I realized that we always have two sides. We have the negative side and the positive side. Even as something that seems so negative, we can still take the positive out of it. And from there, I just ran with it and realized that if I can focus on the present time and use my past as a gauge to help be a better person, I was so locked up. I can't tell you how locked I was up. No, I can't go to the past. The past is always something bad. I don't want to go and keep bringing up the bad. But this epiphany come to me one day. Why am I thinking that way? Our past was definitely given to us for a good reason. God gave it to us because we needed it. So if we needed it, then that means I can take some good out of it. Wow, did it change my life? More than I can ever imagine. I'm so excited to share this with you, this journey that I've had. This journey is amazing for people that are already experienced with all this or just starting out. And when I had the epiphany that looking at the past is such an amazing thing, my mind started racing. Look at this past school, sports that was no good. So many things I could keep saying were no good. But then I can look at so many other things in my life which are incredible, that just keeps growing and growing. The natural habit is to keep gravitating back to those negative situations. Very painful. We can also, through neuroplasticity, change things through a calm way. So what we can do is start focusing on those. I'd like to give some examples. One of them is writing for me. I was pretty much a D student in English for reading and writing. Being dyslexic, it wasn't very easy. And I tried to get out of it most of my life. Well, like everything else, when you try and avoid it, it comes to you thick and hard. Now, being a business owner, supporting businesses, I have to write a lot. And like for internet, write articles there as well. So I could keep trying to avoid it. It can be very, very painful. But then having this engineering analytic mind, I want to investigate and understand what's going on. So then I started to do research, learning how to write, how to create paragraphs that people want to read, the whole process. It made such a big difference. It took a lot of weight off, okay? Now I feel like I've got some concrete to start with, and I can build from that foundation upwards. And I started writing. And before I knew it, people telling me, wow, I love your articles. And one person even said, hey, do you mind if I share it? You've got such an amazing format. I love it. It's like it blew my mind away. I'm like, sure, of course, if I can help somebody else, be my guest. But I never would have known that if I just kept locked up in the past. But each time I kept writing, I kept getting feedback from people saying, wow, you're doing such an amazing job. I enjoy what you're writing. And another example, this first example was feedback from other people. But this example is feedback from myself. I do yoga. I've been doing it for 3-4 years, somewhere around there. I remember when I started, I thought, oh, how hard can yoga be? I go on the treadmill, I keep myself fit. I could barely move the day after that one, and I could hardly get through anything. Well, today I can get through it very easily, thank God. I've just grown so much. So it taught me to look in the past. So what happens is when a small situation where I'm doing a certain part, pose, whatever you want to call it, and it's like, it's difficult. I'm like, no, I can say that and then get the whole body and everything tense and tight. And then I keep doing it over week after week. And I'm like, I'm not progressing. As I know, the best way to learn something in our mind is through a calm way. There's less of a resistance, it's more happy to take it on. So it's like, if I can do that with learning, why can't I do this with exercise? And then I realized where I was a week ago, 6 months ago, 2 years ago, I was not even anywhere there. So I knew to start breathing, to come to a calm place and just open up to it. It felt so amazing. I ended up changing to being thankful instead of getting frustrated. The whole body weight pressure just came off. And I could do more than I ever could imagine. So now when I go into it, I'm like, I have no idea how far I can get with this. I'm not even interested in trying to get to see my results and outcomes. I just want to be present right now and enjoy it. And when you enjoy it, it just opens up so much. And through understanding, focusing on the past, I was able to come here and like right now, be present, be thankful for where I am, and just enjoy the moment. Another situation is sometimes when you want to do something and it's like, well, I'll be honest, paperwork, it's overwhelming. And you get agitated and you get distracted and this. And I was like, I can go through that and focus. And in the past, really when I was able to get in the zone, it didn't take me really that long because I was in a calm place, okay? So I know that through the past experience, but then I keep saying, my mind, oh yeah, it takes so long, something goes on, it's painful, it's that. It's like, no, I have the choice now to look at the past in a positive way and build from there. So when I go in to do it, start working on it, put some nice music on, listen to a talk, whatever it is, to calm the mind down and know that we can get through it. I've got the knowledge to get through it. I can get through it very easily. It just takes time. I've got to make an important phone call. And I'm like, this person agitates me. This whole situation agitates me. It takes a lot of time, wasting. It's like, nope. I can go in there and I know the outcome's going to be very negative. I've seen it in the past. It's like, let's just focus on the situations when they've been good. Okay, I might get put on hold for a long time, but let's find something productive to do. Something I could learn, something I can work on. That doesn't take a lot of focus. I can go back to it. So I do that. So now I'm all of a sudden realizing that looking in the past, if I do it this way, it's amazing. And by the time you finally get through, you're in a calm state. So you're willing to speak to the person in a nice, calm way. And you should see how it changes. Everything just opens up. They bounce off the energy that we have. I'm like, oh no, I've got this person who doesn't sound very happy. It's not going to work, but because I've already set the pace of the energy and realized if I do that in the past, it opened up. And next thing I know, everything's just starting to roll and go in a perfect, beautiful way. And then I'm going through the corners like, yes, just keep focused and let it happen. And it does. The great part of looking at the past is it creates this inner peace for the future and present, knowing that if we come to this state of learning that where we are now, we've actually grown and we can take things and being very, very thankful, we end up bringing more inner peace into our life. And another thing that happens, it helps us let go of all those tight situations. The tension's very tight and the body's locked up. It allows us to open up and feel good about it. And when we come to it, it's like, okay, we can be thankful we've got through it before. It changes everything. I want to thank you very much for staying to the end. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button down below.